So hi everybody, today we're gonna play with Kel'Thuzad, and we're gonna see how you could play Kel'Thuzad. Why him? Because I introduced Hero of the Storm to some of my friends, so they're new, and one of the characters that they seem to have more difficulty understanding or playing is Kel'Thuzad. So I'm gonna show you in this video, first of all, a really simple build that turns around is Q, which is his main attack ability, and I'm gonna give you a few tricks on how to defend your character, because it doesn't have a clear escape like Vala will do, or other character like a Tracer or Genji that can go around. It's quite static. So I'm gonna show you how we can use his offensive ability as defensive tool. Before we start, another thing, if you're new to my channel, subscribe right now, click on the button. You'll have new video every day on different games like Hero of the Storms, and a lot of how to, like this one, how to play Kel'Thuzad. So first of all, I'm gonna say hi to my team. Hi team. There we go, that's done. Like I said, we're gonna go for a Q build, which is just a straight line shot that leaves a little bit of pool of damage. So we're gonna increase that in the duration of the pool by 1 second. And if we get 30 blight, it's gonna increase his radius by 30%. Now, you will ask me, what's blight? Well, in how to play Kel'Thuzad, we're gonna see that a blight is his main quest. It's a trait. So each time I will be able to get someone in the middle of my Frost Nova and chill him and froze him there, or each time I'm gonna be able to chain a hero like this. Now I chain two of them together. I'm gonna get stacks of blight. So that's how it works. Gonna do a little bit of damage. Try to help our Zagara go away. Take that art to help our friends. Gonna push this down over here. Oh, and I got 3. I was really lucky with this. So right now my quest is really going well, but I lost a lot of health. And since I'm a really squishy character, Kel'Thuzad, it doesn't have a lot of health. So I have to be careful and stay back a little bit, just do a little bit poke damage, maybe try to throw someone again. So our Zagara is dead now. Their Kel'Thuzad seems to be really aggressive and good at it. Here we go, we just chained the 2 together, so that gives me 2 stacks. I'm at 10 now, which is kind of good. I'm trying to help here. I was too late. Sorry about that, buddy. So now that there are 4 of them, and but Kel'Thuzad can poke me at a great distance, I'm just playing defensively. Not doing a lot, just trying to get my blight up as much as I can, because when you go all the way, the bonus is quite incredible. You get 75% augmented power, spell power. And since I get this Q build with all the upgrades we're gonna take, that at some point will mean a lot of damage. And I'm dead. Didn't realize, I mean, that Kel'Thuzad does so much damage. In the right hands, he's so powerful. I don't know if I did, but normally I have my friend Rexar sitting in that chair over here, accompanying me in my videos. Today I have a special guest. His name is Sabaton. He's new in our collection. My girlfriend found him in Montreal. And so since he's new, I decided to invite him as a guest. You saw that there. I didn't get the final kill. One of the things I really like about Kel'Thuzad is the fact that you can set up kills for others, because you have slow, you have kind of a route when you can chain 2 people together. So he's really good at setting up things. I think it's one of his main strengths. So you see, to help my Asmodan, didn't do necessarily a lot of damage, but I froze this guy there. They couldn't go after him. Then I chained them together to stun them again. And so I tried to save them, but they didn't get the message, the memo. They kind of went on and on and on. And yeah. So we had one objective, they had two. That's not a good start.
Looks like
Gonna push just a little bit, just go on the edge here. Chain her to her own wall, so that's a defensive play. Like I said, since Kel'Thuzad doesn't have a lot of elf and doesn't have a specific escape, the two things you can do is use your chain and your frost to, like I did here, chain people together. Offensively, you could set up a kill, like we just did. Yeah. But it can also use as kind of a wall, you know? Sometimes people have to change their plan because of this. They want to go in that direction, and they see the wall. They don't want, not the wall, but the Frost Nova, and they don't want to get caught into it.
The altars are rising from the mist.
So now we're gonna go for the middle one. We're gonna go for Death and Decay. Oh, I'm sorry. On level 4, I took something that's called Phylactery. Yeah, Phylactery of Kel'Thuzad. What that does is when you have to, it's a quest, so you have to, I'm sorry, there's a little bit of action here. Do you see that Kel'Thuzad backing up? Just because of that Nova pool would have done him a lot of damage. But just because it was there, he decided to go back. So now we don't have a choice, we have to go back. So it gives me a little bit of time to explain the Phylactery. So the Phylactery is really simple. You have to collect hearts. When you have 12 of those, it gives you a choice. Either you can use it to come back to life instantly if you died, or you can keep it and have 10% healing on you on all your spell damage. Since it doesn't have a lot of survivability, this 10% of damage is huge, especially when your blight is complete, like mine is right now. My base attack, my Q, is doing a lot of damage right now. Let's try to see how much. So on the explosion it was 330 or 320, I'm not sure, and the explosion afterwards were near 100. So that's a lot of damage. And I'm only level 8. I mean, we're not even level 10 yet. So that gives you an idea how powerful this thing is. So imagine that I had my Phylactery. I would have healed for practically 100, 150 with only this attack. I'll say it's not a lot, but since you're dishing damage over damage over damage, at some point it adds up, and you will you stay alive longer. You have to go back less to your base. I'm gonna go butt here. There seems to be some problems with our team. I'm gonna try to freeze that guy, do a lot of damage to him. I thought I could save. Maybe I could have saved. So he did the tongue thing. That's not good for me. I will put this down here. Try just to discourage him to go after me. Chain him to nothing. Do this. I thought I would be okay. The good news is that Kel'Thuzad used his bomb on me and I died before, so he kind of lost his ultimate. The sad thing is, right now, my team and I are not playing that well. Well, I'm first in everything right now, so that's not a good thing for my team. because Asmodan and Zagara should be much higher than I am in siege damage. And in heroes damage, well, I would have hoped that maybe Maiev would be first. But hey, the game is still young. I took the Shadow Fisher. What that does is create a round on the floor, and after 1.5 seconds, it kind of explodes. For right now at my level, 524 damage. That's kind of a lot. But you have to remember, it only works with heroes. You see, with that, I didn't do any damage because he, of course, it's 1.5 seconds. Man, he had all the time in the world to go around this. But the thing is, he had to change his path because he didn't want to get that damage.
The altars will be ours.
I got him. I'm trying to do a little bit of damage right now. Gonna go for that art to... Where's my team? That's what happens on it's tough. And I just died because no one's there. Why is no one on OBG? So we're losing this really badly because we don't have a cohesive team right now. Everybody... Yeah. I'm gonna say we need 5. We're gonna go for the chain link. I'm back up. We're gonna go for the chain link. What it does is when you are able to chain 2 heroes together, it gives you a reduction of 4 seconds on your chain. Just kind of a big deal.
Embrace the end. In due time.
So I don't know why they are shooting at me. Didn't do anything to them. Let's clean this up. There we go. I missed that art.
Tower is mine.
So we reclaimed our tower, so that's good. I'm gonna take this art, I'm gonna take that art, and I'm at 10 now. I'm gonna stay butt. So I'm gonna get this one. I'll try to defend this one. That's the idea. Maybe he's distracted and he's gone. You see a little bit of distraction sometimes. This could go a long way. So okay, I'm gonna get this one. The sad thing is, I don't think we'll get anything else. So now let's all go there.
All towers.
And it's done. I'm gonna say good job.
Chilling.
Because it was.
Fire the towers! Destroy the Raven Lord!
Let's stay mid for now.
The Raven Lord will
Let's clean
not
this up. I'm
keep
taking an angle, as you saw, because if you hit the first one, the guy at the back won't be hit.
our towers assail the Raven Lord!
So if you take an angle and are able to get the...
Raven Lord has lost.
Let's try to get that guy. And I did. Really lucky on those one. It's always a little bit dangerous when you do it from across the map because you're not looking at what you're doing.
I have opened a tunnel.
I don't like that guy at all. And I just got my Phylactery. So if I wanted to come back to life right away, I could. But since we're only maybe halfway, I think I'm going to hold on to it. We're going to go for Arcane Echo. That means if you get an hero with the explosion, you get a cooldown reduction of 1.25 seconds. So that means that instead of 6 seconds, we went down to 4 seconds, and now we're at 2.75 seconds if we hit a hero with this. So at some point, we can spam this like hell. So I'm going to tell my friends that I'm going to this one.
I am reborn. Indeed.
And my elf's probably going to die.
We've lost
Go there.
The enemy has taken a tower.
Take care of it.
The altars stand ready. Capture them before the Raven Lord's pawns.
Yes, everybody, go to the other one. Go to the other one. I'm okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do some damage. Let's do some dunks. Let's do some whatever. Just do damage, people. Ugh, too much damage.
This round is mine.
I thought the team could do better here. But 1 of 2 is better than what we did. So we're still losing a lot. I mean, but I did some games where we were at 1 or 2 over here, and the other team was over 20, and we still won. That's one of the beauty of that map. Since it's only goal-oriented, you can make surprise and do points where on a normal map, when you're dominated, is tougher to do. Okay, so stat-wise, I'm still first in everything, in my team, at least, which is not a good news.
Yes, right away.
Why do I say that? I mean, I should be happy of being first in everything. But it's not a good news because each player has its own role to play, and an assassin, I should be top in. It's okay to be in the top ones for. My God! Get caught by the tongue. That was bad. I think I will come back since there's a. I'm gonna use this and come back right away. I will tell my friends, everybody's. Let's go here. Please, everybody, here.
And so they return. Capture the altars quickly, heroes.
And I missed everything. That's bad. I'm sad right now. Why? Because I missed everything. We're not even able to get our own shrine right now.
Never died myself. I'm what they call
What Maev was doing there? I mean,
Goes the Raven Lord.
Maev was hanging out up there, and Varian was staying in the base. I won't say anything. Here we go. So it's over. I don't like that kind of comments. Just like you never abandon a game. You can always turn it back. I lived through some crazy game where everything was done. I mean, we were dead all over the place, and we still came up with a victory. So here we are. Well, Kel'Thuzad played well. I'm gonna vote for him. Did a lot of damage. I hope this helped you a little bit about Kel'Thuzad. So just that was strange. My connection quality was okay. I hope I help you know a little bit more how to play Kel'Thuzad. Like I said, if you're new to him, stay back. I made a few mistakes in that game, going a little bit too far in. Don't forget to use your Frost Nova as a defensive tool, not always as an offensive tool. The chain of Kel'Thuzad, if there's many heroes, could be done also as a defensive tool, because you chain one, do a little bit of damage, and chain to another one, then they go together and they're stunned for 0.5 seconds, which will leave you or one of your friends the time to escape, to go away from them. We didn't get to level 20, so I'm going to show you what I would have taken. There's two choices here. You can either go with the Might of Scrooge, which is, instead of being a 20-second timeout, well, it's still a 20-second timer, I'm sorry. But if you hit a hero with it, it automatically reset to 0, so you can use it right again. Not always good, because like you saw, most people will go around it. I mean, it's 1.5 second of cast of delay, so people see this coming. But sometimes when there's a lot of team fights and you have some people like the Aka will go underground, so you just have to wait a little bit. You put this up, and when he comes back, he's done, and he gets the damage, and you can pop it up again for someone else. One other thing I use, because since we did a Q build, we took the Q practically at level 1, at level 7, at level 16. Well, every time it was available, we took it. Then you can take this over here, Shifting Malice. What it does, not Shifting Malice, I'm sorry, the Damned Return, with the last one over here. Damned Return, it creates kind of a little shade, a little creature. And what that creature does is each time you cast your Q, it does 2. So it's kind of the Chromie talent, where she has her and kind of her past self, and they both fire on the same direction, their balls. It's the same thing here. It lasts for 15 seconds, but it's a 15-second cooldown. So that thing can practically always be on. And since you took all the Q abilities and you finish your 30 blights and do 75% more damage, when you're able to shoot at someone or at something with yourself and that guy, it does a lot of damage. So I hope that helps, that you understand a little bit more now how to play Kel'Thuzad. If you like the video, do a thumbs up. If you have questions or ideas or another hero that you would like me to do an how to, well, just leave a comment down below. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. That let me know that you want me to continue do what I'm doing. So thank you very much, and have a nice day.